Hey, Travis, just your assessment of your team's performance tonight.
Very poor.
What was most concerning for you?
Oh, we just had a lot of players that didn't play very well.
Okay, next up we'll go to Farhan Lalji.
Can you assess Thatcher's play? I mean, it seemed like he had a lot of work tonight on the end of 4 straight games. Just how much did he give you tonight?
He was fine. He was far from the problem with the game tonight.
Given how much better this team has played the last 4 or 5 weeks now,
Yeah.
were you surprised that you still had another performance like that in you?
Well, I mean, am I surprised we didn't play well? Yeah, I am a little bit, but you're going to have games in the NHL where you don't play well, Farhan. Just because you play well for 4 or 5 weeks, every game's a new game. You're going to have stinkers. It's by no means an excuse, but we had too many players not play well, and we're not a team that can bring a C-D game. Not many teams in the NHL are, and get away with a point or a win. We deserved exactly what we got tonight.
Okay, next is Ian McIntyre.
Travis, in the first few minutes, I think you gave away the puck 3 times and you iced it 3 times, and you spent almost all of it in your own zone.
Yeah.
So when you start like that, what is it you'd like to see your team do to remedy it? Like, what do you need to do in a situation where the other team is all over you and you're struggling to make a pass?
Well, I think you just said it. You got to be able to make a pass. You got to be able to move your feet. I thought the first period, we looked extremely slow, and I didn't think we passed the puck well all night. We had simple passes that you should be able to make at any given time that we didn't execute, and that's how it'll look.
And was that your message to the team in the first intermission? Because you were only down by a goal despite...
Yeah, the message was we're as bad as we were. I thought, the good thing is that we're only down 1-0. And we got outskated in the first period badly. And that was more or less the message. We've got to get our feet moving. We've got to be able to string some passes together. But their team was good tonight, and we weren't.
Okay, we'll take a couple more here. We'll go to Patrick Johnston.
Travis, I think we can understand perhaps why JT Miller might want to start a fight in that moment, but given he was the #1 center on your lineup tonight, was that perhaps ill-advised on his part?
No, he's trying to get a spark for his team. Guys do that. Fighting's allowed in the NHL. And when your team's playing the way we were, sometimes guys will get into a fight and look to spark your team.
Thanks.
Okay, last question here for Coach Green goes to Daniel Wagner.
Just kind of by contrast with the rest of the team's performance, it seemed like the fourth line, and in particular Jace Howerluck, it looked like he had perhaps his best game with your team. Obviously, he hasn't played many, but it just seemed like he was making some things happen there. He made a pass to set up Myers for a chance and forechecked without a stick. He seemed to have more jump than the rest of your lineup tonight. Is that an assessment that you would agree with?
I don't think it was very hard to look like you had more jump than a lot of the guys in our lineup. We didn't have a lot of jump with our team. I'm not going to sit here and start saying that we had a bunch of guys play well in a 5-1 loss, but if you're asking me about Howerluck, I thought he was all right tonight. You're right.
And obviously there was also a discipline problem. Is that just a natural result of the turnovers and the lack of moving your feet, or did it look similar to what was happening earlier in the season when penalties were a problem?
I don't know. I had too many men, which Quinn probably shouldn't have went on the ice. We had a couple penalties we'd like to have back. I thought the call on Eddie wasn't the right call. We didn't lose this game because of penalties, that's for sure.